You know what? You mother flippers in chat, lurking before I'm even scheduled to begin. Madness that I get updates, even now. That I get updates. the people are typing. Madness. Alright. I don't even think I'm ready. I don't think I've done half the checks that I normally do. Also, what is happening with this part of my skin? What is this? Fell asleep before you finished the dusting for fingerprints, but I finished the bar. That was quite a time. Quite a time to be alive. I'm glad I fixed it. But trusted moderator Broby in the Discord is right. They did send me sorry, my cat's in the way. I hope you can still hear me. Hopefully my voice reverberates around through her mouth, travels through her body. You know what? This is a bad analogy. I just meant that hopefully I can use her as a tunnel that reaches the microphone, because she was perfectly lined up. Anyway. Yes? May I help you? Oh my god, she's one of the pets. Next, the game is still gonna make you shake the DS. Is that a thing? I kind of missed this entire era of gaming. I'm not gonna lie. Bluff Mold, honey. She's leaning up against me. That means I can't sit up perfectly in my chair. Honey, I need to move forward. I need to move forward to be here. Can you find a way to be comfy here? Pets, man. Can't live with them. Can't live without them. I would change you for the world, baby. The hugs. Okay. I hope everybody is well today. I'm gonna have you in my ear and meet some kids on Kirby Air Riders. I'm glad that entire Trigala, will you let compassion to manage your wishes? I was like, why did I just write in broken English? No, you should. Compassion is great. Compassion can save us. I need to get my Switch 2 back so I'm thinking Air Raiders. Is Air Raiders good? I don't even know if I know what Air Raiders is. Air Raiders. Hold, please. What the fuck is this? It takes 12 hours? What is this? I'm just like skipping through a 12-hour video. It's a racing game where Kirby is equipped with 2 jetpacks that become flame wings. Also, now he's Ken from Street Fighter. Oh wait, I was making a joke. Is he actually Ken from Street Fighter? How are you meant to know where to go in these tracks? Failure. Wow, get wrecked. Get wrecked, Kirby Air Riders full game walkthrough 100% 6 months ago. Alright, well, now I know that game isn't for me. But it looks like a video game. I hope you enjoy yourself. Near the tail end of rounds, you forget to blink. Near the tail end of streaming, I forget that I haven't eaten the entire day. I cut my nails just now. they're very short, so you might see some blood. Harlan, why didn't do anything? Broken stream? Exclamation mark fart, I don't think is queued up to do anything. Thank you for testing. Ah, you know what? Emily, why don't you do exclamation mark roulette? I think that does something. Well, thank you for doing it. Wait, did it do something? Is it Russian roulette? Hold on. Oh, I shot myself. You shot yourself. What a happy chat thing. Charlie pulled the trigger, but nothing happened. Oh, T, it's so good. You did it. Not only did you win Urban Curators, oh fuck, English is hard, brother. But you survived Russian roulette. Me and Emily didn't, so what type of world is that? Not one I want to live in. Okay. What is the latest load? This one. I'm being told to tell you that this will take away M's mod song. Wait, what? What happened to Emily? Wait, why? What? If you time out a mod? I didn't time out anybody. What are you talking about? Is that what Russian roulette does? Oh my god. I didn't time anybody out. Oh my god. Timed me out for an hour. Hey, we should not do that. We shouldn't do that anymore. Oh god. Oh god. It was not Gotham T, it was all of everyone that engaged in the Russian roulette madness. Oh my god, Emily, I'm so sorry. I genuinely didn't know that was a thing. That is so funny. Well done, Zeka. Congratulations on not dying. Oh my god. Oh, and that's why... Oh, wow. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't type yourselves out. Don't play Russian roulette anymore. I'm really sorry. I didn't understand. I did find there's also... Isn't there also exclamation mark 8-ball? Doesn't this do something? Outlook not so good. Fair enough. Thank you. Oh, reply hazy, try again. Yeah, this is just like a standard 8-ball thing. Like it's not as in depth as the fortune. There's like 8 responses. Will I eat a big sandwich today? Yes, definitely. Nice. Nice. I've been abandoned. Anyway, we're playing the goddamn game. We're not playing Russian roulette. We're not deleting our own mod status. We're not listening to 8-ball. I'm crossing my legs, sitting in a very uncomfortable plastic chair. Did Emma do the crime? My sources say no. Will I get an understanding doctor? Yes, definitely. That might be inaccurate, but you are in Finland. That might be yes. You might. That might be okay. I'm upset. Can I talk about why I'm upset? My father, possibly since my mother has died, has become increasingly more right-wing, but not in like the stereotypical ways that somebody becomes right-wing, but like in the weird esoteric ways. Today I have discovered that Scotland is hotter than California, and I looked into it, and it's bad. It's bad. Skin cancer is on the rise. People don't know how to approach living in the sun because they've been devoid of it their entire life. And so I sent them a message saying, hey, please be careful. Drink lots of water. Get sunscreen. Like, do your due diligence of looking after yourself. And he sent me back a text message that said, don't worry about all the snowflake weather reports. I'm fine. Are meteorologists woke now? I'm worried about my dad, man. He was never like this. He's not been like this his entire life. There's no snowflakes. Oh, he just meant it like that. He just meant he was acknowledging the heat wave. This is also the same man who says he believes in signs. That, like, maybe somebody out there is looking out for him. Like my mother, or like other dearly departed people. And if you believe that, that's fine. Because I have mental health issues, or have had mental health issues in the past, I have to live in the world of reality. I can't condone delusions or illusions. I have to exist in a world where I must touch something to believe in it so that I stay healthy for my sake. So when I said, if you believe in science, perhaps this is one of them. And he said, no. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All our brains will eventually die. We'll all become hateful monsters. It doesn't matter. Begin the transition now. Who cares? Because it's the Jewish space lasers that control the weather or something? Yeah, sure, whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who fucking cares anymore? Whatever. Whatever. It's just upsetting, you know? To have known someone your entire life and then watch as they suffer. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know what my father was going through. But for several years now, he has sent me AI slop videos of like people doing bad things. And he's like, look at what they've done to the Mona Lisa. And I'm like, that's AI. Look at these people protesting. Why are they protesting? Because they're upset. These aren't difficult concepts to grasp. These are things he would have been able to easily understand 5-10 years ago. And now I'm just worried. Whatever. Maybe it's the heat. Maybe it's the heat killing their brains. Is there a space laser that I can blame on the deteriorating mental health of my family? Hey, the court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. My dad tells me about stuff him and AI work together on. Oh my fucking god, Sega, I'm so sorry. You know what my dad said to me today? Oh my god. Okay. This is not a competition, but I was about to use the words, I can challenge you, I can beat you on that, which is unhealthy. But to commiserate with you, my dad said to me, my mother has been dead for over a year. It's almost 2 years. My dad said to me today, there's so many amazing things you can do with AI these days. your mother would have loved it. My mother was incredibly technologically minded, very technologically focused. I'm sure that she would have seen... Wow, that's interesting. However, she was also a human being. She was empathic without being one of those weird fucking people that call themselves empaths. She was compassionate. She saw people as people. She worked her entire life to never swear, never upset anybody. She, I think maybe 6 years before I did, was saying Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas. These are tiny, tiny things. But I hold them to be true and factual in my heart. I believe that if my mum was around today in the issue of AI, she would see it as hollow and brittle and would be very upset that my dad engages with it on a daily basis. Anyway, we don't have to talk about AI. It's done. We're done. Did I read this? I think I did. We'll reconvene for the childless non-SCI. Whatever. Emma didn't come back. Emma didn't come back because I discovered that she was the witness in a serial killer case. Yeah, that sounds right. Fucking trauma. It's time to law. Get advised, I guess. You've advised me. Thank you. Anyway, none of this is trauma. I'm sharing this because I think it's funny. Oh God. Oh no. But yeah, we have to share things. We have to talk about these things, even if they are traumatic. My God. If we can't talk about what hurts us, we can't discuss things, we're truly lost. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. Game kinda lost it for a second. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room the day of the crime. You shouldn't be allowed to drink. Are we going to talk about that? Witness, please state your name and occupation. He's a ventriloquist. Me, partner? No, I'm just a man. Same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Oh, I know. You're a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind? Never heard Edgeworth described that way before. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Also, my manager, it's been like, I don't know, a couple of weeks since I shaved my head. My manager saw me bald for the first time today, and she said, "Oh, you look good." And I went, "Oh, thank you." And then she said, "Not everybody looks good bald." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I think I pull it off, thank you." And she goes, "My son, he went bald. And I had to tell him, don't do that." And I went, maybe that's just because he's your kid. You just want to see like long hair. And she goes, "No, Harlan, no." It's like, oh my God. How bad does your haircut have to be for your mom to be like, don't do that? You don't look good. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What the fuck are you? Just speak English, brother. Please. Don't do that. I mean, hear me out. If you want one person in your life to be honest with you, it's gotta be a parent or like a guardian, right? What do you mean? Desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we get on this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In English. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. He's just like me. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone archer. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, it was protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street-side saloon when the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. I'm sorry, your witness testimony is, I wasn't there, bro? The cameras got it? I can't say I particularly care for your attitude. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. It's something extra to hold on to. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Yeah, well, what about the fingerprint activated blocks inside the evidence room? Just talking back to the judge, I know. That's very rare. Every other person's been... Actually, is this the first person to speak back to the judge? Fingerprint activated locks. What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? He's not being very helpful. He's not that good with machines, more with fallen workers. Everyone's got their weaknesses, now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one... this one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, it's all yours. I don't think this guy... Ah. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone archer. One sec. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That's room. The room is so still, even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who interred the recordings. You interred them? Videos and nothing aren't that useful. By the time would come, I'd erase the tape. If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. 6 hours?! Guys, get a better system. That's crazy. That's like, did you know that some of America's like nuclear plants are like run off floppy disks? Like, it's time to update, man. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. This guy has read Blood Meridian and loves it. Agent 10. It's crazy. So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room? They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day. That must stop. But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you that ain't my style. So you just don't do your job. I don't understand. No desperado I know lets rules get in his way. Why are you a cop? No desperados I know join the police force. So Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime. Just between you and me, I had set foot in the evidence room that day. It's a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner. Can't say that I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks. How does this guy avoid being fired? Yeah, thank you, Phoenix. Yes. Fire him. Besides, rooms protected by 2 security systems anyway. You used to be a detective. So you've used the evidence from in the past, correct? Of course. Back in my day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence. And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism? Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how it works. That's incredible. It's just chains. It's just chains and pulleys. The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? If I remember right, I was at a street-side saloon the time it went down. Yeah. What were you doing in a place like that? Cute. I was eating spaghetti. Not even Angel's steak lunches could beat the parlor's Vongole sepia pat. Not even Angel's steak lunches can beat the parlor's Vongole sepia pasta. I have no idea what that is. Do you need to tell us? You will abandon your police duties to eat some noodles? Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. That's not what I meant. I hope that this has at least taught you a lesson. That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says, "Did you not want to raise this year?" Yeah, you're being awfully quiet, buddy. I'm just an innocent traveler, man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. Out of ammo, Officer Marshall? That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you'd better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west in the sunset. One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that. You're your superiors. Also, you're from West LA. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I best keep my cool. Before I use it, better up the ante. Oh, wow. I don't even know where to begin. Right. His bloody handprint. His literal bloody handprint. Oh my god. Come on, brother. What are you doing? What are you doing out here? Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, pardon. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind the scene. Or to be exact, an imprint. Huh! Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects. That is, make my rounds about once a month. Only natural my fingerprints would be in there. I didn't say fingerprints. I only wish you were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. That's a hell of a silhouette. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene? Blood was wiped away. However, criminal tests clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall? Unplussed. Seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall, about the blood-stained fingerprints. Very well. You may begin your testimony about your fingerprints found at the scene of the crime. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. No! The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Oh, didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See? Had nothing to do with it. No, Marshall. Witness's explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, Doctor. Yeah? Defense may now cross-examine the witness. This guy's hearing something. I can feel it. I mean, it's just the fingerprints again, but like zoomed in. What? How did you pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. See. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprint data was never changed. He must have been using the fingerprint lock without even knowing it. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine. It's no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. Just so happened. Murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward for me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. What? Unrelated? They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder. That's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different. I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. To keep up on the reports. There was a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found in Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Yeah, we tried that too. So that would mean murderer wearing gloves happened to place his hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, Barton? The picture? This seal of blood. Desert, it's just food for the buzzards. Something blood galley. And that's this. The security tape. So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. This isn't getting us moving, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, to your testimony, Officer Marshall. Wait. Too bad it wasn't me in that video, Rat Barber. What the fuck do you mean by that? I don't want... What do you mean by... I don't want you to be the killer. I don't want anybody to be the killer. I just want you to not be lying. What? The fuck? You want to tie me to this crime. Isn't that right, Piper? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Losing the accents. Places you can't see. Oh no, don't show it to me again. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, he could leave the room without being caught on tape. We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, if you could show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. That he was present? Fuck, I'm gonna have to watch the bloody video. I don't think there is. Oh, thank God it's on mute. The light is... Oh, wait. Is the light on? On his locker? It's off. It's still off. It's still off. This is so stupid. I hate this so much. And now it just loops. I don't think I have evidence. I may be walking right into Officer Marshall's trap. I better try and find out a little more information. Okay. It seems we should be moving back to the testimony. Very well. Officer Marshall, can you please give your testimony again? What? Wait, the murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. No, that isn't the case, because it was cleaned up. There wasn't... No, wait, was it? Ah, fuck. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. I disagree. Because of the tape? Alright. It's time to make our first scum save. This is wrong. Shit. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. So begins the panic spiral. Isn't it just his prince again? It isn't? The panic spiral is real. I'm losing it. The anxiety is taking over. I'm wrong. I've been wrong the entire time. Maybe Lana Skye did commit the murder. Murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. I don't think he did. Oh my god, there's a whole layer of evidence here that I just ignored. That's fine. None of that's important. I don't think the tape shows that. Okay, never mind then. Oh god, insane levels of panic and anxiety. Fuck! Print had been wiped. No. None of this was accurate. So, the murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. No. It's not an action for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. Okay. One of them just happens to be at the same place as the Bugsy temple. Inaccurate. Insane. An insane statement. What? I'm not gonna lie, I am somewhat distracted by golf ball in the background. I'll read a couple of words. One of them just happened, and then my eyes will drift over it, watching her on the camera. Is there... Wait. Do I now... Wait a second. I have it. So if we press on, too bad it wasn't me in the video, we get the option to look at the video and prove that he was there. Oh my god. Oh my god. I get it. I get it. This is what I was trying to do. I just doing it in the wrong place. I could show evidence in the video. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright. Or you won't wind up being the one making the mistake. Now then, let's have another look at the video. Hi, baby. You can rest here. Look how sweet you are. Look at your love hormones. Why do you never want to be snarking if they feel it's right? Is it because I talk too much? Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jake Marshall. Sure, but like skip all the way to the end, please. Alright, here it is. Here's the incriminating evidence. You son of a bitch. There. How's that for evidence? Please allow me to apologize for my colleague, Your Honor. He gets carried away sometimes. Wait, what? Yes, well, that's certainly isn't the first. Will you forgive him too, Officer Marshall? He's not a bad man, just a bit disillusioned. Of course, I'm not one to gun down unarmed boys. Wait! Edgeworth is defending me? Guess that means I missed the mark. Hey! What? But there was no... Okay. This is a lie. Like, this is... We can see in the video that that didn't happen. So how do I present... You know what? Fuck you. No, no. Don't just immediately give me an answer. Don't immediately give me the answer. Stop that. I feel like I'm right, but I don't know how to prove that I'm right. The murderer touched the locker room after improving his pictures. What's the name of the fingerprint with the ground on it? Am I trying to prove something else? You know what? Maybe I do miss Meekins. Maybe I do miss Meekins. Is it? Wait, am I being silly? No. Murderer, I don't think we can see that because of the blue badger. Nope, it doesn't matter. Oh no. I'm trapped. I'm trapped in a hell of my own making. Let's send the fingerprint are completely unrelated. But that isn't true. How do I prove that? You know what? I had a weird day at work today. What if I get to reward myself by just finding out? But the answer is, yeah. I mean, otherwise we're gonna be here for ages with no reason. However, I have to be very careful that I don't spoil myself further. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Missing it. I get it now. I understand it. I even hovered over it. The murderer was wearing gloves, and that's why... You're right, he was wearing gloves. Shaking my head. Oh, this was incorrect. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Because when we examined Gumshoe's locker, the murderer was still wearing gloves. Oh. But he didn't have any prints. Meaning that we can directly refute his claim. Which I don't know how to do. This is worse than when I had tech issues trying to get the fucking perfect blue MP4 to operate. This is inaccurate. It doesn't make sense. But also, I'm using the rubber glove from the SL9 case. So, like, how do I bring up the fact that yes, the murderer was wearing gloves. Yes, he touched your locker. But we already have an example of that, and that then their fingerprints can't be seen. Hmm. This. Like, what the heck off? What is it? Yeah, we have a, and it's still there. Didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? That's so. When we went to fingerprint it, that's was wrong. Madness. Absolute madness. I have no concept of what's happening. Let's stay in the fingerprint treatment element. Murderer touched the fingerprint list by chance. Yes, they were wearing gloves. Nope. Okay. We're just burning through our live stream. No, no, madness, 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 madness. Must be something with the video. But I did the only thing that I could think of with the video. Too bad it wasn't me in that video. Okay, let's discuss this. Because I'm also convinced of this as well. Officer Marshall was present. Okay, show evidence. Mama, I thought you were making a mistake, blah, 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 blah. I'm the one making a mistake, whatever. Just kiss me later. Oh my god. Is it actually him in the video? Oh my god. That's why his original testimony was saying that he'd never been in there. Oh my god. Is he the fucking guy? I didn't, oh my god. Oh my god. Is that actually him? He didn't know about the... What is this? Why is there like a light here? I genuinely have no clue. I think it's this. Just skip this. Just skip this. Just skip it. Alright. Step-by-step guide. Step-by-step guide. That's the way we're progressing now. No, oh my god. Not an AI fucking answer, please. Okay. That's the last thing I need. No way. No way. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's nothing to do with the blood stain. It is to do with the walker. Yeah. You know what? That's incredible, and I should have fucking seen that. You want maybe a hint from memory? I would love a hint from your memory to see if you're right, because now I do actually know the answer. Because I cheated and looked it up. But we were going to be here for a while. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, god damn it. Might be a cloth sticking out from his locker. You are correct. You are 100% correct. It's the same basic principle as what I was thinking. I was like, we would see a handprint appear, but obviously we don't. But what we do see is a piece of cloth that does not exist and then does exist. Meaning he shoved something into his locker. Incredible. Incredible detail. Insanely annoying, because there's nothing there at the beginning. I was really proud catching the light being on in the locker, but this is, this beats that. Oh, that's so good. I'm actually so upset. Well done, video game. Incredible. No, I should have caught that. I should have caught that. That's a great detail. And you will soon be surrounded by good friends and laughter. Losing connection. No. Bring your attention back to the security camp. It's a mistake, I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer. The days are short in Texas. So are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Oh no! I can see that. I can see the connection is bad on it. Just as we solved all of the issues? Seems fine again. I think. Seems okay. Yeah, that seems fun. But when I get it, it's fine. It's fine. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Very well. We can clearly be seen in this video. 8 words exactly 8 words. Not bad, Parker. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. The judge is saying this? Interesting. See this locker that has a white cloth sticking out? This is the witness's locker. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Couldn't speed up the rewind at all? Oh, the white cloth, it's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Order, order. It would seem only... Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was opened? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. It does. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? Because of the... What? This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker, now prove it. I don't have to fucking prove this to you. Everybody is on my side. We are all on the same page. Fingerprint sensor. We talked about this earlier today. We talked about it in this conversation. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There's even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Outsmarted by fucking Gumshoe. Get some help, brother. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? I only got 1 word for you, partner. No! Wow. Great animation. Great little animation. Great little flair. Order, order, order. Witness. Explain yourself. If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard. I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Olay! Please answer the question. Is he now a bullfighter? It's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can? Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. That's so, then. There was the witness. It seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right. The only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? What? K for killer? Oh, wait. No, he would be the... Wait. Who are we saying is the victim? Meekins? Or is Meekins the killer? So Officer Meekins then not standing there. It's almost as credible as Meekins' warp theory. Oh, fuck. Chamber's empty, partner. Better reload. Okay. You're technically the victim. Perhaps. You should think a little more about where Officer Marshall is. Okay. I clicked the wrong thing. I'm assuming that he's the bad guy. But in reality, yeah. He's still masquerading as Goodman. He's the victim. He's not the guy that assaulted Meekins. Officer Marshall was standing right here. There? But that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video was Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman. That's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure. He said he doesn't look people in the face. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, it's one aggressive cowboy. Hey. All cowboys are aggressive. And as you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Big yawn for big boys. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? Yeah. Just enjoy your jerky. Almost. We almost had it. You've got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it? You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. Can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence? Any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that this disgraceful Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim? Stop talking about my beard. Who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, Parker. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat. Ugh, this can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you run into a wall with no place to run, return to the basics. Basics? For me, that would be what it used to. I'm back. What happened? I spent 20 to 30 minutes figuring out the puzzle solution. And by figuring out, I mean I binged the answer. And then we discovered that Marshall still doesn't want to play ball, even though I'm right. Nick, try thinking outside of the box. Oh, okay. Should look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Why do you think this locker was open in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it may be discovered later as it had been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that. He opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. Don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Very well, let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to pull away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker. Why? Oh, is it the fucking glove again? Oh no, it's the white cloth is his coat because he was stabbed, because it was blood. You want to know the reason I had to open my locker? Why? So I could stuff you in there. Huh? I'm sure the world will be a better place with you soon after we are. Fortunately, unsolved cases can't be stored in the evidence room. I really love this video. I like the music. Yeah. It's because he got stabbed. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. The white cloth is his disguise. No, please. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There it is. Madness. For some reason you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room. I don't know what that reason was. Yet? However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. Officer Meekins panicked. The white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out with it. So you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, Margaret. Son of a bitch. Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. "2 years ago. If you were only half as persistent then as you are now." We all wouldn't have to be here, now would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. All right. Time. Seems the time has come. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. I managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. God damn it. So the supposed victim was really you. But there's one thing I still don't understand. Large quantities of blood traces were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Well, he was stabbed. Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. My guess is he's the dog. It looked like too much blood for that. Wait, you're still lying? You're still lying? I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. What do you mean by that? When you say it, you mean... Do you even have to ask, Barbara? Yes, I'll notice that. 2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that did. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over. What did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? When the case is closed, only a detective who was in charge of it can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, Parker. That case is mine. Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last chance. That's why I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I plan to take out the evidence.
Ooh. Hold on 1 second. This is becoming a comfy stream. And by that I mean I suddenly got really cold. Really cold. Ooh. Ooh. Why am I so cold? Am I coming down with something? That was instantaneous. The last couple of minutes. Freezing. Imagine being cold in California. Oh my god, what is happening? Ooh. Ooh. Hope you're not getting sick. Me too. Yeah, sorry about that. Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman? If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security king. And the detective's ID card. Stole that the morning of the incident. So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report. I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. That's not returning it. The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall. Here, baby. You can sit here, but you can't sit in my desk. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, Parker? I mean the fingerprint activated lockers. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Normally that locker shouldn't have opened. So it opened because Robert Glove was stuck in the door by chance? Then Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off? Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is a one-in-a-million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder, demanding to be shown his ID. I'll have to think a little more about this race this year. Even if the Antwerp gets so much influence. Anyway, he threw himself at me, and I ended up cutting him slightly. Sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? Oh, it's been showing the whole time. Oh my god. Of course it was you. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for keeping. I don't know what to say. Ooh. So what happened next? And managed to escape. I knew which areas would be caught on the camera. Incredible. Incredible. So you did your research beforehand. Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, pardon. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. Security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekins doing during the attack? What else? He was sleeping like a baby. So what you're saying is, on that day, wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. What? Are you blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker? Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. Interesting. What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence? It's still missing, Ron. I'm getting more and more into this. Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Well, apart from that one glove. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. Oh god, he's libertarian. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID? Injuring a police officer? So we're trusting him that? Yeah. This is no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. You can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Not the salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Thank you, Phoenix. Yeah. Like I said, this isn't your case. This one's mine. I'll do anything it takes to get an answer. I'm satisfied with. Witness has an unusual amount of seal. Let's hear more. Judge, I don't think that's... I can't just forget the SL Hands thing. You know why? Tell me, old man. That case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? That's the reason the evidence was stolen and the evidence won. Joe Dark was convicted for those crimes. One thing I can say for sure, he deserves a sentence. God damn, Edgeworth. Remember the Joe Dark case? Involved serial murders, didn't it? I don't intend to complain about how it turned out, but there's something that still bothers me. Something went down in that trial. Something no one will talk about. Okay. What happened? Yeah, speak your truth, brother. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. God damn it. Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reasons. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. If we're involved here is related in some way to that case. Better take another look at the files. No, I know why. I know why. We've already read Yeah, I do know why. Your brother died. Or your dad? Or your son? I'm assuming probably. Because there was another person wearing a cowboy hat and one fool. I bet your brother was a cop. I bet he was killed by Joe Dark. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the incident news. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. Oh yeah? I have the SL name listed file right here. The name Marshall is mentioned twice. I'm listing murder victims. Neil Marshall. To this man? Marshall. Yeah. I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago. Oh my god! He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. What? Prosecutor? Must be talking about the king of prosecutors and what? Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed. Case fell into your hands. Ceilings. Who? What's his relation to you? He was a brother. He was investigating the murders with Damon GANT, chief detective at the time. There he is. The group of detectives I was part of worked under him. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Oh my god, is this Joe Dark? Yes! My god, it's just... It's like Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi and Con Air. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. Based according to public records. What do you mean? John Evil. You know, if you want to, if you care about names and their meanings and storytelling, there's a fascinating deep dive you can do on why so many bad guys and good guys in media have the initials JC and how it relates to our culture's view on Jesus Christ. And If a good guy is named Shepherd, it evokes images of like a good person, and if a bad guy is named Shepherd, it evokes images of like, you know, the Antichrist. Which is why Mass Effect protagonist's last name is called Shepherd. You can do both, or either. Anyway, well, my brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. Wait, what? What? I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. Oh, well, that's fucking stupid. That's it. That's your reason for your insane actions? Wow! God damn it! There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day of the SL9 case could be reopened. Satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Mr. Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department. The antagonist of my story is called Triple X, the Blood Murderizer. Triple X $$. What does it mean? Well, first of all, it's probably a murder relating to gaming. It's probably a murderer who chose their own name. Triple X is pornographic, so there's a sexual element to it. Also, the fact that it ends in $signs shows that he's financially negative, and it definitely is a he. Let's be serious with a name like the Blood Murderizer, Triple X $$. Murder is in all caps, which means they are self-conscious. This is not the first time they've done it. Neither are they typically experienced. Name from birth? I mean, that seems improbable. Probably just bad parents. The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on in the police department. Chance? It's got to be more than just that. So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the very one. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. Fuck! Fuck! But wait! A verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial! Which is why we examined the incident in the police department today. But no fair! There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. It seems to me, this boy's got the jaw on you, partner. I don't need your fucking input, Marshal. All the mysteries in the police department have been uncovered. No contradictions remain. Why would they do that? The murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. There were no errors in the testimony of the witness, Angel Star. If you have a response, make one word or less. God damn, he's good. I rest my case. It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't have to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department. There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. But I didn't realize That would end up proving Lana guilty. Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant. Hold it! Your Honor? Wait! Damn it, the game was so good. Right up in a... Emma, the defense is an objection. A scientific objection. Right. What do you mean, right? Mr. Wright. Who this girl's guardian? Your Honor, I just hang around with them sometimes. Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. Is it too late? Is it too late to be redeemed? She's really mature for her age. Zoe! You're on watch, Zoe. Saying nothing until I make the terrible fucking joke. I'm on you. I'm on you. That one was bad. No, I mean, listen, Zoe, if Seinfeld can do it, you can do it. No! Oh, thank God. You survived your Russian roulette. Congratulations. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings. Now that she mentions it. The names of both Sky sisters were in that file. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that. So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint. Traces of blood found in Detective Gumshoe's locker. No fingerprints were found on it, right? No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find the clue. And there was a 6th finger. So I ran over there and looked at it again. Did you find something? How did you get in? How did you get in? Do you need an ID card? No. Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all. What the fuck, Emma? Why are you here? Go home. Let me help fail your sister. Is that all? Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student. And I'm just an attorney. But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you. Me? Oh, boy. The badge. Produce the badge. I'm a lawyer, by the way. Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. To regard to the incident at the police store. Oh my god, was he sitting there with a fucking stopwatch? Mr. Edgeworth said he would give you 3 minutes, and I started. Does any reasonable doubt remain? It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be... Please answer my question, Miss Wright. We don't have all day. Yes, Your Honor. If ever I've needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with that handprint in Detective Gumshoe's locker? I mean, it's not in the video, right? This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction. The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright. You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them? Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing. Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there? Are you saying the police are incompetent and bad at their jobs, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Because I agree. But please, something that when drawn will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright. With all this evidence here, there's got to be something I can use. Question is, which item would prove something is missing in the floor plans? What about that police supply? Blue Badger, mascot of the police force, defender of truth, guardian of proof. Boo! Boo! Explain yourself, Mr. Lee. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not here. So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing to. This is the most disgusting evidence map I've ever seen. Well, what? Yeah, that's right. As long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. What? So that means... Just exactly what does that mean? It means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found in that locker. Don't look at me. I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. What? On that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in. Just one minute. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom. It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, and that is a good Pokemon, but let's continue. It's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once but twice. But how? One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security cam. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time. I'm so much more back into this fucking case than I thought I would be. Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. That's ridiculous. I refute you. Objection. The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be fake. I refute you. However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker. So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves it occurred. When did the first incident occur? To surmise, the defense claims that prior to the Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was disguised as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room. My connection's really not happy this week? Probably not. Time for audio only. The blood mark on the locker proves this. Very well, then tell us. When did this first incident occur? Proof must be presented. Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that could show that. Now then, the defense please present its evidence. What shows when the first crime took place? Oh. Sorry, 8-Ball's being weird with Emily. Why being so sus, 8-Ball? What shows signs? I'm sorry, I'm sure the music stopped for some other reason than me quickly making a save because I only have 2 lives left. I mean, is it the fact that was frame drops? Yes, the ghost of dropped frames. which by the way, we now need to make that a thing. I'm keeping that around. The ghost of dropped frames is back. You'll learn the keybinds? Never. I'm not gonna learn the keybinds for this fucking not emulator when I'm gonna swap to a different not emulator for different games. Why would I do that? Is it this? It isn't this. If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the perpetrator would have to enter the room. In order to do so, an ID card is required. ID card? Oh, the ID card record. Officer Meekins brought the blue badger panel into the evidence room at, let's see here, 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Ah! Ah! Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done? I never figured you had the nerve, boy. Put off the activeness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it. I'm afraid I don't understand either. It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible, even for me. That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. Let's look at that chart again. Are we finally going to acknowledge 7/7/420 just blaze, or I'll say blunt? There's only one other card number remaining. 7/777s or whatever. Talk about a lucky number. Safe state keybinds are actually pretty much universal across all emulators. Really? Oh, that's cool. But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Officer Goodman have entered the evidence room? Since there's no record of this card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 7777777. Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 777777777. That's 8 sevens, actually. That's 1 7 too many, Ronan. Oh my god, Edgeworth is like me. He's an autist. Fortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. What? At least the present. What? It's Explain yourself, son. The ID number 777777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Oh my god, it is GANT. GANT? GANT. It is GANT. It has to be. Someone who is a so-called executive... It's GANT! Unless it's Lana. Oh, fuck, is it Lana Scott? It makes even less sense. It's probably that. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. This is a crime scene. Get authority. That's ridiculous. Just how? I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. Oh, okay. Hurry, Daddy. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge filed against the executive is accepted. An official charge? Why don't you know the rules, Phoenix? You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. Marshal, we're doing our best, but... That's how the prosecutor's office operates. I take pride in my work, Officer Marshal. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question. Yes? Phoenix is a fraud, remember? Yeah, that's true. He is somewhat a fraud. He doesn't seem to know what he's doing, ever, and just sort of fucking insanely, like, hard pivot vibe checks into everybody. I mean, so far it's working, so I guess that's on them, not being better at their job. No, not you. To her. The defendant sitting over there. You're all no executive. Lana. Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her ID number. And it's not 77777777. Don't blame me for a fool, partner. That's not what I meant to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. It's a fine incident. Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Do you want the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Wright. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution fund for that trial. At the time, occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana? Shut up, Lana. I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. Lana, I'm your lawyer, Lana. Please be quiet, Lana. Before I realized that we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Lana? Shut up, Lana. Defendant, just what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you didn't. I don't have to, Officer Marshall. But why don't you answer him? Well, okay, first of all, he's not a fucking lawyer, and she's not on trial right now. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. Oh my god. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. A very rare sight in the character. But Lana... involved forging evidence. everybody's really upset, even though Edgeworth literally did so much worse. She's avoiding eye contact, I know. She's been avoiding eye contact since the first time I met her. She sat down facing away from me, and I think she said something like she doesn't feel guilty or regret or something, and again, she was looking guilty. See, that's what I'm talking about. No. No! Order! 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 Order it up! Rule out the chocolate milkshake. Lana's remarks to such a stir that chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. Great phrase the word quelled. The conclusion of the trial. Have to wait until the following day. People are now only just upset that the lawyers are being shit-ass scumbags. Can we look at every case that Miles was in? This stupid fucking musical sting. I love it so much. Lana earned you another date. That is true. By admitting to all of the crimes, she has earned me a day to prove that she didn't do a murder. Also, she got my boyfriend in trouble. I don't like Lana. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. My sister's really fucking this up for you. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Yeah, what did she say? It's not quite fresh enough. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We didn't really had to, in order for him to get the death sentence. Was it even him? Did Joe Dark? Oh my god. Oh my god. Was he actually even the killer? Am I just assuming he's evil because his name is Joe Dark? Oh, fuck. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings. You keep it the nicest guy ever. I think about that all the time. One time when I was at Amber Airport, I served a guy. The nicest guy ever, but you wouldn't tell from how he styled himself. And I think that really heavily impacted me and how I wanted to live the rest of my life. That's so weird. It's so stupid. Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings. Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. It's okay, chat. We finally got the files released. It's here in Phoenix Wright. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother. Can we see more of Officer Marshall's brother, please? That's good. It's a handsome-looking man. He left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do with the killings, Emma? The night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill him. What? He tried to kill you? Oh my god! Officer Marshall's brother Neil was only trying to save me. So that means you. Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial. I didn't see that one coming. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. It was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. Oh no, I'm getting sus in this, man. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall shows up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. Oh my god. Oh, Emma. Oh my god, you were like 15? Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. Before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then, I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I said then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. Permanent picture. I can't wait for this permanent picture to be used in court. To use against somebody's testimony. To reveal that they're a horrible liar. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So you weren't able to testify then? No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why she made up the crime? Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Are we trying to redeem Edgeworth by saying that he just never knew that he was doing all the bad shit he was doing because the people above him were just feeding him bad stuff? Is that what we're going with? Oh my god, hi god. No, don't be on the trackpad. Don't be on the trackpad. You're so chaotic. You're so naughty. You look so cute. Look at you, baby. Look at your eyes. They're so green. You must take after me. Edgeworth. Yes? I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth and... I got a moat in the making for you? Oh, sweet. It's all my fault. He didn't know this specific time. Every other updated autopsy report, he absolutely made that shit up. That's what I've been dealing with, I think. But he's upset about this one. He's like, damn it. I thought I had at least one under my belt that was all me. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. What do you mean testified properly? What do you mean by that? So it's true. Even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. My boyfriend can't be evil. And after the case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold like she is today. She must have been able to face up to what she did. Especially to Emma. I don't know, man. If my younger sister was almost murdered by a serial killer and I falsified evidence to make sure that guy died, and also he was responsible for one of my friends or colleagues, it's unclear, was murdered in front of me or in the same building that same night, and that person had killed 5 other people, I think I'm a bad person. I don't think I'd feel bad about falsifying the evidence to make sure that man got murdered. But maybe... Oh god, he's not the killer. Otherwise... Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm taking back everything I just said. I don't know how I feel about this. Because what if he isn't? So many weird things are happening. Oh god. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? What is your perfect evidence? Perfect evidence on memory. Because memories don't decay or fade or change with time. Memories, perfect, forever, crystallized in time. Like photographs. Completely impartial. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. You've been through so much. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. You drew a picture? What? 2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable. 14, even younger than what I messed up the time. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator so that I could continue the fuck-up witness testimony. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way Lana would never have to forge any. You see, I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. There's still something that bothers me about that crime. Something puzzling me? Just one more thing. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor. Oh, there's no mystery there. I feel like there's a little bit of mystery, Emma. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. Why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective offices in the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. Meaning that she and GANT were the detectives at the time. The two lead detectives, along with Neil, who died. No, Neil was beneath them. She was the best in the entire force, was she not? And then she became the best prosecutor? That's news to me. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Is that normal for detectives to become prosecutors? I used to be a detective. Rather than another talk with her. Lana? What the fuck? Mr. Wright? Seems I keep causing you trouble. Yeah, but you keep doing it on purpose, Lana. That's my main problem. Like Aaron Paul told BoJack Horseman. Just gotta stop. Falsifying evidence? I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? Yeah, no, you're right. But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Your eyes say otherwise. Lana, Anna told me about you. No? How you were a detective 2 years ago. Now the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about the unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have the right to know, Mr. Wood. Well, thank you, Lana. How did you think today's trial went? A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today. Not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. That's how people speak. Evidence from that case was stolen. We expected this much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial. It really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, then. That trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Damn, Earl. Okay. Yeah. Mars, speak to, preach, testify. Well, all drama aside, no, Phoenix, I want the drama. Give me drama, Lana. The fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true, Lana, what the witness, Miss Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? And this doesn't involve just me. Seemed why I was so phased. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. Oh my god. That's some good art. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Chief Gant? Then he was the vice head of criminal affairs, but he still worked the crime scenes. Oh, was it not mentioned that he was a detective? Did I make that up? Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. That's a red flag, and that's not protocol. I know I really idolized this big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? It was planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could later use that experience in court. Gant's help in the SLN case was critical in its resolution. He became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation if there was 2 years. Please tell me about the serial killer. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. May I help you? Are you going to come and sit with me? Just please don't step on my laptop. Second in command, that means the chief detective was no doubt Damon Gant. You stepped on the laptop several times. Yes, Detective Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. Even the same office. Which means Dark also ran to him. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Now down, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when the last murder took place. Trying to murder Emma? Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. You're lying again. Now you tell us. You're lying. Detective Gant and Prosecutor Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages when Dark was apparent. He waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down and fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Detective GANT himself. That's where he found me. So you were the first person involved in the scene. It appears so. How does that make sense? Wouldn't the two people that were questioning him made it there faster? I was found on some papers with GANT and Marshall in question in the dark. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. Yeah, that's a party. 3 bodies. The 3-body problem? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who passed out, suspect, Julie Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident. That's right. A coincidence, huh? I don't buy it! What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance? But that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Mr. Marshall. Yes, this actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since Spiller died, he's changed completely. Guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. Wow, deep, deep, Lada. Did you put that in your fucking dream diary? That case just might not be over. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? He's changed completely. He used to be a pirate. Holy shit. Which is more cringe, pirates or cowboys? I'm leaning cowboys. Yeah, I think it's cowboys. But maybe Pirates of the Caribbean ruins pirate. Pirates? Sorry, my cat. Golf Mom, stop putting your tail in my mouth. How the fuck do you keep doing that? Yes, in the office that Damon GANT and I shared. The office that Mr. GANT now occupies by himself. The chief's office. You think pirates are more cringe than cowboys? I need arguments. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office. The site of the final SL9 murder. Goth is standing on my stomach in a very particular way that hurts a lot. Oh my god, it's so painful. Oh my god. Cowboys just edged out. They're beside. I guess what we're getting at here is they're both pretty cringe. No one's here today, none of them is star. Everyone's probably busy looking at what exact mortality evidence was. It must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today that no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15. Yeah, but like 7 other crimes happened. Phoenix. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Mama. I'm going to find all the answers by tomorrow. I need you to check this door. What is this?
Emily! That's a crazy good emote! Can I add that live? Hold on. Friend of the channel and untrusted moderator, Emily just made a fantastic emote. Oh my god, and it's animated. Hold on. And we've got plenty of animated slots. Hold on. Yes. Emily. Oh my god. Of course we're oh my god. Of course we're doing this. I've saved the I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. I'm going to downloads. It's a GIF. It's all automatically resized. I'm loading it in right now. I don't like part of what you did. Okay. It's pending approval. It's pending approval. That's the best I can do. Oh god, I've opened up the fucking Alienware dashboard. Update available. Get the fuck out of my face. Okay, hold on. I did that all without looking at chat. You might need to make it no, it's good. It's solid. They just need to approve it. Whenever AI looks at their bullshit mechanisms, they just approve it. That is a great thank. I'll message you later about money because you're getting minorly paid. I can't pay you a lot, but I will pay you for the work that you've done. You're not allowed to say no. You should pay the people that you get work from. And DJ Clancy, can you speed this up? We need to stop doing this, but it makes me genuinely nervous that somehow he gets like a little bit that he'll be here, and I'll have to prove that I'm like, I don't know, okay to have on this platform. Second thing, I've completely forgotten what we're doing. Go to the High Prosecutor's office. I think we'll just have to check it like every 10 minutes to see if it's available. Mr. Edgeworth isn't here. Maybe he's being questioned by the Inquiry Committee. Took a real beating in court today. It was delicious. Yeah, with Juan admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago. I guess we'll just have to come back later. You know that, like, I feel like in certain states in America, if a judge was to be found like guilty of some of these crimes, and I don't know if that applies to lawyers, but like an investigation is opened up into every case they've ever done and like gone through. Although I guess this knowledge is like 10 years old. Who knows what it would be like today? By the way, I can't see chat. It's just golf. Ashley? Oh. She's not even looking. She's looking at the girl's spine. I hope you're fucking fired, bro. Stop posting stamp. Oh. Howdy, Bambina. Oh, Mr. Marshall. Never thought things would turn out this way. I woke up this morning. It's just going. You can't. Do you see her? Like right here? This is the game's like through her face. Alright, she's moved. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambino? I should have known my luck had run out with old Billy dried up this morning. Is Billy your pet fish? Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed?
Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, you can't go in the evidence room today, Parker. But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why did prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Ha! Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Just tell me the truth, you wise-cracking, smarmy asshole. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with a broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. Question? The blade and the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? That means there is a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. Keep up, Phoenix. However, in the report that was finally submitted, the possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars in all of us. The scars that the S.L. Langston left behind. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I just made detective when I went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You don't mean. King of prosecutors. That's right. Not that again. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have a really good fish with his brother. The day the S.L. incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... Yeah, that's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. Can't believe 2 years have already gone by. Tried to steal the evidence in the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop him. Detective Goodman was murdered. The evidence level was into it. Tell me about those scars. Do you know that they have the power to remind us the past was real? There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Oh my god, because the last detective is Lana, who got promoted. Everybody else got taken care of. Dear my heart. Miss Star was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a China room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They? What are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambino. I mean Damon Gant, Lana Sky. GNS, Gant in the Sky. Does Gant mean something? I don't recognize it as a word in my brain. But I also don't think it's a name. Chief Detective Damon Gant. And Damon is very close to demon. I see what you're doing. and his second-in-command, Lana Sky. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. Demon GANTs, god damn it. Fucking GANTs. I think that was one of my early introductions to 3D, or is it 3D? I think it is 3D anime. And I was like, I think it's gone too far. Science has gone too far. We need to never do this again. That and Final Fantasy, The Nightmare Within, or whatever the fuck that movie was called. The Dreamwalkers. Time for a nap early. Oh, have a lovely sleep, Em. Thank you again for the emote. Wait, hold on. Let's see if the emote is live. Hold on. Is the emote live? Refresh. Nope, still pending. Pending approval. Okay. Have a lovely nap. Thank you again. There's a third movie or two. We're talking about the Final Fantasy movies? Oh, GANT. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Damon GANT, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. He's even sort of built like an Oni. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, I guess it's something like that too. Tell me what happened to my sister. Sorry, Bambina, but their secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago, when she murdered Joe Dark. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, Bourbon? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth is mine. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. Someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon GANT. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman there until today. Wait, you've just been like touching your lips to the lid this entire time, and that was your first real drink? You're a poser all over. Too bad I won't be around to look with you. Maybe if I'm a real scientific investigator. Maybe it's been me. Come on, stars. No, you don't end this. That means Howard disminded. Fades away into the sunset. He's dead. Oh no. I think he's somewhat redeemed. Is this... Am I crazy? This entire chapter feels like they're trying to force a redemption of Edgeworth onto us. Now that I think about it, this place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes or out eating donuts. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks, Chief. Thanks. So talk to us. The Chief Prosecutor saying what she did. Chief Prosecutor saying what she did, and the decision about what to do. About Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for this. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief GANT's office. Just head across the hall of the other building and take the elevator on the top floor. Really? You think it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go anywhere. It's off limits. Oh, I see what Detective Gunshi thinks is really charmed. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. Sick. Easy. Easy money. Oh my god, what the fuck? Yes! Oh, the IKEA furniture? Come on, man. Whoa, where am I? This case is forcing events to the timeline, which will this thread tying into the main story. Oh, I see. Fascinating. Fascinating. I can't wait. Oh, right, because this was done later. Oh, that's so good. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. That's cute. Cloth one. I thought I was a genius until something. I never could remember where C was. I'm sorry. Let's see up screen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's you two. Chief GANT. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. So, Mr. Wright. Have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statements. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. Uh-oh. 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 I'm seeing things. I'm seeing things like how there's a sword with the sword and shield for the king of whatever the fuck they're called. And also, there's a vase behind them. And also, there's a golden knight with a huge blade. Did somebody fall on a huge blade again? Oh, come on. We need to baby-proof this stuff. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. Phoenix, there's a fuck ton wrong. Oh, and also, Lana doesn't have any medals. I guess that makes sense. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it. Phoenix, you must have cataracts, bro. Alright, we'll get to you. We'll get to you. Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, there's the knight right there. Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. The same, we'd still like to look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said that there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out! I have a meeting to attend! Let's see. Looks like we aren't welcome. It seems that case isn't over with yet after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied a request to search the claim scene. Sorry, I saw white among it. It doesn't matter. It means there must be a reason he doesn't want us to go out. It's just a complete change in tone. I mean, like a clue? There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. We're gonna go commit more crimes, okay? It's time to commit crimes. Let's go talk to Edge. Oh, whatever. The fucking layman's. Yeah, look, there's no sword on the sheet. Oh my god. So somebody fell on the award, or somebody fell on the on the night. Oh my god. Oh, that's not the place we can go? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, underground parking lot. Police department entrance? Wait! Did your batteries die, little guy? Blue Badger is still riding around today. No, it isn't. It's fully stopped. It's a still image, Harlan. It's a still image until you click on it, you fucking idiot! I forgot how images work. That's so embarrassing. I thought the batteries had died. I thought they were gonna be like, Vlad is dead. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh my god. Hey. Coach. I've been met by a reflection of my future self. Were you in a meeting? I was, just taking a breather. My feet hurt. From sitting so long in the meeting? Actually, I had to serve everyone coffee. Oh, fucking hell. He's a detective, for God's sake. Since Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why'd you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle's between you two and Gorm. So serious. Is it because of what my sister said? That's basically what it all boils down to. I falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth is the whole world after his blood. Yikes. Hey, can you help me break into your boss's place? Why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Sky is the guilty party here, isn't she? Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence he presents in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. Those who don't like him haven't been able to do anything because of his amazing talents. A prosecutor, but now with this, why did that lead that set up like they were going to make a joke? His amazing talent. Okay. Are there really so many people who hate him? In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only had that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know for making enemies. Hey, Dick, keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go for lunch again sometime, my treat. Yes, sir. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir. Seems you don't have any problem with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to sneak out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about them. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. I'm beginning to like Gumshoe. Very slowly. Very timidly. This stupid, stupid fucking man is all right. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Doc felt left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl? Some stupid, defenseless girl who should have known better. Me? It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what was it? Let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. It looks like it's real somewhere in here, okay? His powers of recollection never fail to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Maybe. Joe Doc was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. Businessman? What made him take to serial killing? One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. With his car? So it was an accident? An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal. An animal? That's right. Joe Doc was a furry. A kid walked by just then, so we killed him too. Then when he was burying the bodies, Johnny came upon the scene, was killed as well, finally turning himself in. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So he turned himself in. Yeah, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. None of this seems accurate, good, or real. That crime was witnessed by someone too. Fortunately, he was arrested on the spot. I was looking at some of the localized names, apparently in Spanish. Joe Dark is Sid Nystrom. And isn't it weird how sometimes the culture you weren't brought up in has like something cool about it that you're like, oh no, I wish I'd had that. Go look up right now. You can leave the stream, it's fine. Go look up the Japanese intro to the X-Men 90s cartoon and tell me that shit isn't better than the North American release X-Men 90s cartoon. Go ahead. I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna keep playing the game. But that shit is so good. It's so good. Okay, be right back. Yeah. I understand what I'm doing. I'm not afraid to hurt my analytics. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. That last witness? He must be ammo. Gumshoe, how do you feel about this knife? Oh shit, wait, how do I present? I forget. The game is so basic, I forget how to do things. It's madness. About this? Hey. Metal as fuck. Yeah. It's so good. I think it's fair. It's mad. It's so upsetting. Don't tell me that's has a tag attached to it with label SL9 incident. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from him. It was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came flooding back to me. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. A murder weapon. This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at, and it is fingerprints on it, too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. You don't have to take a good look to notice them. Well, anyway, take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did it. Where was it? The victim Neil Marshall was carrying it inside his own body. It's found deep inside the stem. The rich dark snake? You bet. Found in the last Bible. That's pretty conclusive. Oh shit! The Neil autopsy report. Now I know about a dead cop. Sick. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Beard. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? Off my can't be on about it. You know, it's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. What? Really? If I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned. Oh, sorry. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office. What if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind? Something we could show him? Eh? Here and now? Let me share a little advice with you as a detective. If you don't have a clue, keep your sharp shut. Well, I'll keep that in mind. Sheesh! That's the ID card record, isn't it? There's only one number left to rescue before 20 p.m. Victim, Detective Goodman, was demanding the evidence for the real some of this. Some of the executive officer number. 77777777. That's what it sounds really executive officer. I just might have a hunch. Okay? You wanna fucking tell me who? Gothmog, you must be out of your goddamn mind. You have a hunch? Okay. Oh, and that's it? I've been setting up on those files. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Edgeworth's presentation. To think people are accusing him of injustice. I, for one, ain't buying it. You're looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah. It was a pretty big deal while it was going on, you know. After all, serial killers almost. But Lana was pretty clear in her confession. She forged evidence that would prove Joe Dart guilty. Mayhaps not yet. I see. I need to go somewhere else. Damn it. I hate this moving around system that they have. It's not... Oh, it's so weird and bad. But it's fine. It's the DS. It's whatever. I wonder if Edgeworth is back here. There he is. It looks like he's writing something. What are you doing here? Sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Ooh. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to you? Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. It's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Okay, hold on. I think Goth is acting up because she wants to be fed early, and you know what? I'm just gonna start feeding it early.
Whatever, man. Be right back.
Stare at my pretty boyfriend. She knows she can get it out of you? I mean, so here's the thing. I was feeding her 7 a.m., 7 p.m. And that has been her ritual for 10 years. This year, I don't know what it is. She's changed. Like, maybe I broke once. And then she's just been more insistent ever since. I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. Edgeworth, 6 months ago, you gave me an updated autopsy report and briefed, I think, no less than 6 different people on how to lie to me. You're kind of a piece of shit, bro. What the fuck? That's what it all breaks down to. And nothing I can do to erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? He's known the entire time. I mean that the evidence was false. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. Police department's error is mine. My responsibility is the prosecutor in charge. Hey, a brand new emote has just dropped. In case you're interested. The fact remains the same, no matter what excuses I have. Mr. Edgeworth. I take pride in that. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion going. Welcome to Dropped Frames, which, all credit to Emblem. Fantastic pun. Incredibly great. Evil. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First, last year's trial. Oh, wow, this is an even worse face than normal. First, last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about it. Oh. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. Alright, Baka, whatever. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial. Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that this case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? That list of evidence seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists. It is odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation. By the time there was only one thing on my mind. I'd used the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. Something seems strange about it. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony at the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out of the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes. Just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. Right, because of the maid outfit. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Shots? Take something back? Shots? This. Oh yeah! Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Between your teeth? It was a piece of evidence in the case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. It's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to. That's right. I must show you a picture. Here is the picture. Look at this picture. Every time I do it makes me laugh. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. There's so much here to talk about. Prosecutor Neil Martian. He just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. And it's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. I remember now. Remember what? That was the official prosecutor trophy used until that time. There's a story behind it. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. What? That's why it's a shield and not a sword? Because King of Prosecutors being metaphorically or symbolically represented by a shield doesn't make fucking sense? This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. Oh. Okay. Tread carefully, expert. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you read this story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it? For Emma's sake. Very well. Bad lie, right? Oh, this is cool. A completely different art style. That's fun. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, okay, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. We get real Chinese lore? Is this real Chinese lore? Is it? I don't know about this. Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other. Phoenix, chill out. He's just trying to tell a story, man. He just wants to connect with you, and you're being fucking weird. Just relax. Let him talk. Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before. Oops. Anyway, child, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born. Also, that man was summarily executed behind the shed. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize... Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. Okay, that's pretty cool. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion. Okay. You have been since something as dumb as this. Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. It will be gone tomorrow. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief GANT. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. Chief GANT. Oh my god, somebody did fall on this fucking thing! Oh my god, it's a murder weapon! And now, we can go back. You know what? It makes sense that they have these forks in the road. That way they can always force you to meet somebody. So that you always have some information. Or all the information, I should say. I shouldn't be so upset with how the game is laid out. They've done it very intentionally. Excuse me. What is it, lady? Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Just roast beef? Miss Star. I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are the curious, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. I don't know how I feel about you, lady. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from the case was due for transferal. And this can't all be attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to witness? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodwin for life. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when you... The Star's hatred to my blood. It all dates back to 2 years. It's a story in Chinese culture, but it's not real, brother. How can it be a story in Chinese culture but not be real? What? Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. Trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Miss Star, how many of the... Okay, this... Poor old Jake Marshall, though, must have been going through hell. I mean, because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Lana Skye. My sister. The best of the best were put on the SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana and Chief GANT. See, now that I've learned this once, every motherfucker can't shut the fuck up about it. Where was this information 10 hours ago? That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we're so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. We didn't have proof anything illegal was done. Proof enough of what happened. You're proof enough? After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. Most not even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. I always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. Then why do you hate her? That's my take on the matter. She was being used. Damon GANT and Lana Skye. 2 years ago, GANT... I know! Miss Star, I know! I think you've said this 3 times! They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon GANT's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. Oh. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence. I mean... Oh yes. There were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. You know what would be nice, Phoenix? If you think somebody's talking about something, clarifying. And not assuming. So that we can move the fuck on. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh, yes. Myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr. That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold? Why did she have to turn so cold? No, why did she murder? Alright, whatever. Sure, whatever. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief GANT's powerful influence. Chief. That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. The chief of prosecutors. Lana's guy. Prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transformed? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know. But one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. Listen to me, Rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. Come, sir. Oh, you're back. My back? What's wrong with it? You're still here? I gotta make 150 copies of these files. And then release them, right? And then release them, right? Brewing coffee, copying files, shredding files, blacking out all the important names. Look at the victims, right? All the names. Just all the names. No, I'm sure. I don't think you're into it. Just to protect the privacy of everyone. No. Just the... I'm turning into a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? I'm not mistaken. I think he means desk job. Oh, that DJ. I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. I'd be on my neck on the line. That office is the last premises in the SL medicine. I have to take a look in them. There's got to be something we can do to change the detective, change his mind, blah 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 blah. Yes. Frazant. Gumshoe, have you seen... Fuck. I've forgotten. Gumshoe, have you seen a screwdriver? Gumshoe, have you seen? Oh, that's right, the prosecutor tried. Hey, that's it. That's the king of prosecutors' blood. That's what's got the other day. Oh, what's... Oh, this... Oh my god. Oh, see, this design's based on an old Chinese parable, right? Yeah, everyone knows that. There was this, dragon. Yeah, that's the dragon. Yeah, the thing for shields. That's not exactly the version we heard. No, but this one sounds more exciting. Anyway, it gets kind of gory after that. I'll spare you the details. You mother flipper! Golf ball. Am I not meant to be here again? Am I meant to talk to Lana? Attorneys and prosecutors have no business showing evidence outside of court. It's taboo, especially when the interests of both parties are involved. Sure, Lana. Is there nothing that will get you to talk? I feel like I agree with that. There we go. That's a better camera angle. I love her so much. I am severely at a loss as to what to do next. no. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. I go look at me. Look at me. I did literally begin the conversation saying, hey, Edgeworth dropped something. I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? I wrote this thing right there. Just distract him. Check it out. Hey, Edgeworth. Kisses him. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground. Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing, crawling around my feet. What? Letter of resignation? If you can't read, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean. I'm tired, Mr. Wright. I feel as if something inside me has died. Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked. You're willing to tell me. The path I've walked hasn't been a just one. Oh shit. Okay. Wait, hold on. I respect this hugely, actually. Go on, speak your truth. Can't forgive myself for what I've done. Uh-huh. No one else should forgive me then. No, incorrect. That's up to them to decide. You don't get to decide that. You can do better than that. You're so close. You're so close to self-actualization. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything. Okay. Well, Edgeworth, thanks for spilling your guts. See you later. Just leaves immediately. Actually, he would probably respect that. He would be happy with that. I moved the camera so you could see both and she's curled up into my arm even more so you can now barely see. She's so unhelpful. So no. Mr. Gumshoe, I present you with this letter of resignation. What's this crumpled piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious. Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they've pushed him this far. Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. He is responsible. First I thought he was as cold as ice. Now I know different. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective, I'm gonna go write my own letter of resignation right now. That's it. I've made up my mind. We're quitting together. It'll be a ritualistic resignation. Here, take my ID card. Can't do that. Someone found out. They won't let you off the hook with another lost end report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as Tom. So at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Right, detective. Thank you. Gumshoe's ID tucked swiftly into your pocket. Alright, see you later, idiot. Here goes, Mr. Wright. Why would it unlock and then beep? Ooh, beep and then unlock? Open sesame! If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. I honestly thought that said Gunner, just for like a split second. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Whoa! Ah. Oh my god, did she just slap him? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah! Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Hey, don't do that to my car. Yeah, why didn't you crumple it up, you prick? I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. We really do want to get fired, don't we? Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this. Okay. I think with that being said, I think it is time for stream to end. My throat is a little fucky wucky, and ever since that cold shiver, I've been feeling a little weird. I do have this cat on me now, so that's nice. Can I reach the button to end stream? Oh, I am miles away. No, God, don't move. Don't move, honey. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. And we can end stream together. You just have to stay here. Everything's good. Everything's good. I did it. I did it. What a weird case this is. I think I'm invested. I think I'm into it. I'm also very excited for this to end, so that I can, like, take a day or two to play Holocure and Slay the Spire, and not swap between 7 different voices constantly. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for watching. If you're watching right now, thank you so much. If you're watching this later, thank you still. Like and subscribe. You can get cool emotes, like dropping frames and goth panic, and you can get access to, I don't know, me talking about AI. Have a lovely day, everyone. I'm gonna go lie down, wrap up work, think about crying.